In this DD 2017 talk, CD Projekt Red's Sebastian Kalimba discusses the most important upgrades in CD Projekt Red's pipeline and the workflow while producing 2 expansions for The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Kalimba explains how they deliver up many animations with better quality, and why the studio put so much weight on improving planning, communication between departments, and character motivation. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact DD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. The folks Discord snuck in here today at the end of 2018 to announce something. We raised $150 million in another round of funding, led by Green Oaks Capital, the company which the new investment values at $2.05 billion seems to be riding high after the recent full-fledged launch of its own in-client game store, replete with early access system, and an attractive 90/10 of share split in devs' favor. It now claims a global user base of over 200 million. Prior investor Tencent also put some money into this funding round, alongside Firstmark, IVP, Technology Opportunity Partners and Index Ventures. In this DD 2017 talk, CD Projekt Red's Sebastian Kalimba discusses the most important upgrades in CD Projekt Red's pipeline and the workflow while producing 2 expansions for The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Kalimba explains how they deliver up many animations with better quality, and why the studio put so much weight on improving planning, communication between departments, and character motivation. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault Group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact DD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Gamasutra editor Alex Worrell continues our annual series of year-end roundups by looking back at some of the big events that shook up the game industry in 2018. A lot of long-simmering game industry issues boiled over in 2018. As we noted yesterday, while looking back at the trends that defined the games business this year, many longtime studios executed big layoffs, shut down entirely. Unionization in the game industry is a hot topic again, and in 2018 game workers unite coalesced and seemed to focus years of chatter into meaningful statements and action. After years of giving chase, French media giant Vivendi finally gave up on trying to acquire Ubisoft and sold off its entire stake in the company to, among others, Ubisoft, Tencent, and the Ontario Teachers' Pension Plan. Iconoclasts finally came out. 2018 was a long one. Before we put it behind us, let's think about which bits we will still be talking about in the year ahead. Telltale Games was not the only studio to fall this year, but it was among the biggest and the most beloved. Despite clear signs of trouble, including reports of a toxic work environment, a big round of layoffs last year, and a legal fight with ousted Kyoka Brunner, it was still a shock when Telltale initiated its majority studio closure in September, effectively laying off over 200 people with no warning and no severance. They were not alone, either. Telltale's sudden shuttering happened within days of Capcom Vancouver closing and Big Fish laying off over 100 people, meaning the game industry lost 2 big studios and over 500 jobs in the course of a week. In retrospect, this seems a particularly bad year for mass layoffs in the game industry. While Skybound Entertainment works to finish up Telltale's final working that game with at least some of the original developers, the once beloved studio's abrupt shutdown and failure to pay workers what they are owed, inspiring at least one class action lawsuit, drove many to ask, will TDLTALASFAILURA be a catalyst for industry reform? This year, Steam's polite dominance of the PC games industry appears shakier than ever, seen perhaps most clearly the week Valve announced it was formally creating new rev-share tiers that give big sellers a break by cutting its take on big earners. The standard 30% take drops to 25% on all post-September earnings over $10 million and 20% over $50 million. Valve seems to be making a serious play to keep top game makers from taking their work elsewhere in the years ahead. This has never been more viable, now that multiple publishers, including Bethesda, Ubisoft and Electronic Arts, and it comes right as Epic and Discord, are opening up their own online game marketplaces with much better rev share rates. Most importantly, Valve is making this concession to big game makers, even as smaller devs continue to struggle with discoverability problems in a market overflowing with remarkable games. Low-profile or niche games can easily get lost in the mix, especially when Valve is tweaking Steam's recommendation algorithms in ways that drastically affect some devs' earnings. Once upon a time, just getting your game on Steam meant nearly guaranteed sales success. Now, most devs could be forgiven for seeking greener pastures in which to launch their next game. Loot box reward systems have been a thing in games for years. But after the Battlefront imbroglio of 2017, they caught the attention of media outlets outside of games. Fast forward to the end of 2018, and they are now firmly in the sights of gambling regulators around the world, with countries like Belgium and the Netherlands branding them a potentially illegal form of gambling. This has already caused devs like Valve, Square Enix, under an to modify or stop selling games in those regions. And it's likely that more devs will be impacted in the new year, as the U.S. Federal Trade Commission commits to investigating loot box monetization schemes and their influence on young players. Talk of unionization in the game industry is nothing new, but action remains a rarity. Not so this year, when the United Kingdom chapter of Pro-Union, a vast group game Workers Unite signed on to become an official branch of the Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain, effectively creating the UK's first game dev union.